Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for joining me today. I do hope you're all well and healthy and looking forward to another episode here in Utopia. Right, so I don't know where we got up to last episode. We put some trees in and some vegetation. We added our llamas as well. So they're in here with our flamingos. I had a couple of other suggestions of animals. Red cranes was one example that was given. Would have been a good choice as well. But I do like the llamas hopping around here. So I'm going to stick with them, but thanks for the ideas anyway. Still tons to do in this habitat, but I think what I want to do today, because there's obviously a lot of vegetation work to do, but I think what I really want to do is get this backdrop of the hotel looking good. So that is what I'm going to start on first, and the pieces that I want to use certainly for the tower side of the hotel are these. So this is what I'm going to start with, and then we'll just sort of take it from there. So I love these pieces. The colouring is wrong. I like the stone, but I want the bricks to be... Oh, actually that does look nice, but I think the... no, maybe a... Nope. Somewhere in between. Don't know. It's only going to look right once I've sort of done it and zoomed out. I want something that stands out, you see, from quite a distance. So actually, yeah, I think that's the right kind of red. I know up close, I think that looks a bit too red, but viewed from a distance, I think it's going to be okay. So these tower pieces are amazing. I love these. Let's just see how they... I've never used these before, so I'm not actually sure how they join together, but wow, look at that. Fantastic. I know it's maybe slightly cheating doing it like this, but they're such good pieces that it would be a shame to not utilise them, because it's exactly the look that I want, which is basically like a castle. Yeah, assume there. Yeah, that's what you want, isn't it? A nice big top. Actually, there are pointy tops. Let's have a look at them instead, maybe. What do we think? I quite like... Ooh, do you know what? I quite like that one. And I like the colour, although it's going to be tricky because I'll want to do other roofs with the same colour. So I need to pick a colour that kind of works. I don't think... Actually, yeah, actually the same colour probably makes sense. Let's try it. Let's try it and see. Okay, so that's your basic tower. So this is going to go on each side. So let's combine these. I knew it was going to do that. It was never going to be easy, was it? Okay, well either way, I'm going to have another one of them over there. So that's fine. So let's move this. I'll probably get rid of the fencing down the side of the pathway. So basically I want this at the edge. Actually I'll probably... It depends. Basically I'll build the bit that goes in between and I'll see where it ends up, I think. But I think actually right off the edge of the path might make more sense like that. Cool. Okay, so then in between I want brickwork. I think there is... Yeah, this is it. This no, it's not quite the same, is it? Let's have a look. I don't know if there's one. I want it similar texture to that if I can get it, but I don't know that I can. See, this is actually quite a nice piece. Can I? Oh, I can't colour that one. Well, that's not fair, is it? No, can't colour that one. Obviously, I'm going to need a piece that I can colour. Let's have a look at the stone. I wonder if any of the stone pieces actually match the patterning. I don't think they do. So, and I don't think I can, actually, yes, I can colour these, I think. Is that as close as I'm going to get? Actually, that one, if, that, again, it can't be coloured. Typical. Potentially this one. No, that can't be coloured either. I don't know why they don't make all of these so they can be coloured. That's really annoying. How about this one? Surely one of these can be coloured. This is painted, so that can be coloured, can't it? Yes. Okay, let's see what this looks like. So, I want this to blend in something like that. No, that's too tall there. I'll do a bit of roofing, I think, there. I think I can make this work. Was it just the one colour on these? Yeah, it's just the whole thing. Okay, that's fine. So obviously it's going to need a doorway. So in fact, let's quickly let's get this tower moved into position. Very tricky to try and make this perfectly balanced. That's not. It's quite funny that I'm going to be putting so much effort into this when it's really just a backdrop. It's not actually a functional part of the zoo, but it's fun, isn't it? Right, so here I'm going to use, I don't know what I want to use, but something big and spectacular, if there is such a thing. See, that's nice, but it could do with being a bit bigger. I'm not supposed to use it, but make it look bigger in some way. As I always say, there are not many doors in this game. But yes, I do like this one. What colours can I change? The frame and the trim. See, I quite like it being really obviously different, so it kind of really stands out. Cool, I like that. I will decorate that, do some extra things. I am just thinking actually that this this probably does need to be a bit taller, but not too much. So probably if I put another thin layer on top, let's see. Yeah, I'll go up to there. That might just allow me to squeeze a couple of little windows in there. Let's see what windows have we got. Anything that looks sort of castle-y. See, I could probably do something with these, I reckon. Let's have a look. If I could double these up and then possibly make them even bigger like this. I don't want them too big. That probably looks about right. And then let's try and line these up. Something like that. Let's have a look. What do we look like so far? I like it. It's nice and bold. I like that. Great. Okay, so I'm going to need. I want some slanted roof here. I want it to look similar to these if I can, which I think is probably these. See, no, the terracotta can't be painted. That can't be painted. Really? There must be one that can be painted somewhere. What filters can I do? Can I do a flexi color? Is that what I need? Is that, yeah, that means it can be painted. Okay. Here we go. Clay roof. This is what I want. I mean, it's basically the same color anyway, but yeah. I mean, it's a completely different tile pattern, but I think I can get away with it. I don't think. Oh, hang on. Here we go. That's what I wanted. Completely disorientated here. I can't quite see where this is. Okay, so I need to. What do we got here? I can, yeah, look at that. I can colour that the same. So what I need to do is completely change all the grid sizes so that I can get it in the right place. So height-wise, it needs to be like that, because I want it overhanging like that. And I'll tell you what I might do. I think I might continue it higher up, but further back. Something like that. I have no idea if this is going to work at all, by the way. I really am just making this up as I go along. And then maybe something really big and spectacular like that. What else have we got here? That looks kind of cool if I colour it right. Well, you see, these ones are a bit too small really for what I'm doing here. Oh, I forgot. I've got the flexi color still on. Let's just see if there's anything else. No, there's not anyway. Okay. I mean, that looks pretty cool. Let's just change all the coloring and see. So I have a nice soft orange, and then if I can change the coloring, not red. Sorry, I was going with black, wasn't I, for the windows. That does look really cool, actually. Tell you what, I might. I really do like that. I'm just going to whack that down, and then I'm actually just going to see if any of these would work actually down here instead of these flat windows. Yeah, I think they might. Let's have a look. Let's just zoom out and see. See, I like that window because it's really big and obvious. So, do you know what? I'm just going to stick that there for a second. Let's get rid of these because they're not quite big and bold enough, especially because you've got to consider this needs to be viewed from back here. So you want everything to be really big and in your face. I mean, they'd possibly stick out a bit too much, but I could always kind of half sink them in. Let's just make sure there's not. Actually, do you know what? I like that. I mean, that looks really big. Let's try this. See if I can make it fit. I don't mind if it all looks a little bit squashed, you know. Okay, how high can I go with that? Okay, I'm just going to go with this and see what it ends up looking like. It's really hard to line this up. I'm just trying to look at the lines on each side. Yeah, see, I do like, I like the sort of the boldness of that. Just wondering actually, because these pieces here, I think I can change the stone color. I'm wondering if I want to change the stone color to black. Yeah, that makes more sense. Look at that, that really stands out. Wow, this is becoming a bit of a gothic castle. Right, so the door clearly needs something doing to it. What I think I might do is bring it out, make it 3D. I think really that's the only way I can kind of differentiate it from the windows. Let's see, what's it look like on the side? Oh, that's really plain on the back. I was hoping it would be a textured back, but it's not. Okay, that's fine. Let's have a look at no, probably not beams. What do we got here? Okay, that's interesting. That's colorable. Kind of like that. Quite like that as a top piece to the window. Sorry, the door. What I need is a column. That's the word I'm looking for. But I want to do that out here because there are quite a few different types that I could use. Probably not that. This is the one I was thinking of. Something like that. Quite like that, I think. I think they both need a stone bit at the bottom, so let's just double that up down the bottom there. Right, let's come out and have another look. Yeah, that's nice. I don't know how I'm going to do the sides yet. I think what I'll probably do, because obviously I need to cover up here. I mean, a lot of this will be buried in rock, actually, so that's not too much of an issue. So if you remember, I'm literally just doing the front. But what I'll probably do is something like copy those and then just bring them back onto here. Something like that. How high? Yeah, actually I think these need to go quite high. I want it to be really, yeah, like, right up high like that. I like that. That's good. And then I can just copy these ones downwards, get it all filled in. Lovely. Right, I haven't finished this door yet. It's what do I need? I need something that just takes that back. So really, I think I just need to go into here and find probably the stone that I used there, I guess. Let's have a look. What have we got in these painted bits? Yeah, here we go. So I've got this. This should do the job nicely. So we're going to have a whole episode here of just building a hotel front. But I don't mind that. It's kind of fun. I like doing this sort of thing. I've not really done anything like this before. Sort of done like a fake building. But I quite like it. Now I just wonder here, this isn't going to look right with a flat piece. I'm just wondering, now what was this? Twilight. Alright, let's just put in Twilight. I don't know that any of these pieces are going to be small enough, or, you know, because they're all gridded, but that's fine. If they're gridded, that's okay. I can still use them. But I don't think any of them are going to quite, they're not quite going to fit in there, are they? Shame. I need a narrow piece, and they just don't make anything narrow. I wonder if that... No, it's still going to go into the window, isn't it? It's a real shame, that. Okay, let's have a think. Is there any sort of tile piece, like a really small piece that I could use? Yeah, something like this. Actually, there are bigger ones as well. Something like this that I can use. And colour. So I'm just wondering if I turn that over, what colour is it on the back? Oh, it's double-sided. Didn't really want that. So you see what I mean? I want to see if I can... Yeah, obviously that piece is not going to work. But something similar that's not patterned. So I just need something... I don't know, I guess I could just get away with something stone. Doesn't have to be a small piece necessarily. Just needs to look right. What have we got here? There's so many things in this game. It's hard to keep on top of it all. It's hard to track exactly what's in the game. Every expansion that comes out, they add new pieces, and I never keep up with them. It is something that the game has suffered with, I think, certainly compared to Planet Coaster. So in Planet Coaster, they had all sorts of very small objects in it that you could utilise for different things. And I never felt like they quite did that enough with Planet Zoo. Oh, I wonder if I could utilise something a bit quirky like this. It's a shame that's that colour. I mean, it stands out at least, I guess. Let's slide it into place and see. It's not quite working for me, that. There'll be something here, something that just suddenly springs out at me and says, yep, I'm the piece. Quite like the idea of something like this. I wonder if that needs, if I could, yeah, maybe get that right down low as a kind of a cover. I don't know, not sure. I'm going to stick that on there for now and just see. Oh, that's interesting. Can I colour this? Ah, we may have found our our thing. Now, see, that archway works perfectly actually with the arch that I just put on. And then I could essentially just put it all the way back like this. I know I'd have to move those other little pieces, but that's okay. Here we go. This is getting somewhere now. So we've still got these two columns, which obviously need to do. They need to go somewhere. Actually, all of that needs to just shift to the left a little bit. So I'll do that. I guess if I just take them down, because I like the look of the columns. Right, let's just shift all of these over, like so. And in fact, this one then needs to go over. Or does that need to disappear completely? What do we think? Wow, it's quite a gothic-y looking front door now, isn't it? Not sure about this front bit. I'm just wondering. I'm just going to try something here. I'm just going to see if this could be sort of doubled up back here to fill that edge in. Yeah, that looks nicer, having the solid black edge like that. And then maybe, whoops, maybe these two columns, if I can highlight the two columns. Hang on, I need to highlight. It's quite tricky. I need to highlight just the columns. There we go. Could just come out a bit more like that. Right, in fact these top two are now showing a bit, so I'll just lift them up so they're hidden. Okay, here we go. Now we're looking better. Except it's now poking through the roof. I'll get it right in a minute. Hang on. There we go. So it's low enough that it's not showing through the roof, but you can't see at the bottom either. That's what I wanted. I like that. I like that a lot now. This is solid in here. You can just about see the column inside there, but that's fine. Right, let's zoom out and see what we think. I think that looks really nice. This is turning out good. I'm enjoying this. Right, so I want to go back to this piece. What was it? Twilight. And I'm going to want these right up here. Something like that. See what I think I quite like the idea of them actually going through the towers like that, so the towers are really kind of sticking out of the roof. I think. I don't know. Let's just see what I think of if I do that at the bottom as well. How does that look? Or maybe it just needs to be just that much. That doesn't quite. Oh yes, there we go. That's what I wanted. Let's see. Let's just bring this one in as well. Yes, I do like that very much. And then basically behind it, somehow, will just be rocks. How I do that, I'm not too sure. Let's just come out and see. Actually, let's just come down to here and have a look. Yeah, that looks really cool. I like that. So yeah, so what I'm thinking is the rocks like this will come right up like that. So it's kind of, the whole hotel just disappears into rocks, is the idea. That kind of thing. And then more sort of down the side here as well, just to keep all this hidden. Although I might just, let's leave it there for now, and we'll come back to that in the next episode. We'll start kind of blending it in. Brilliant. Wow. Okay, that's turned out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. I think you can, I mean, it's gonna look pretty cool from all the way back here, isn't it? I'll make sure I keep this nice line of sight open here so you can really see the hotel. Excellent. Okay. Phew. I'm glad I've got that done, because I was a bit worried about how that was going to look in the end. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Great. Let's leave it there then, shall we? So thank you for joining it today. I hope you've enjoyed it. A bit of a different episode, just building a hotel front. But hopefully, ultimately, it will all come together and look really nice, and you'll kind of appreciate it for what it is. But for now, that is going to do it. I think I've just, it's a bit off center actually, maybe just a tiny bit. Let's have a look. Just using this pathway as a guide, maybe just a tiny bit, nothing significant. So yeah, there we go. Let's leave it there. Brilliant. So if you've got any thoughts, ideas, suggestions on anything in the zoo or this habitat or indeed this hotel, then please do let me know. And if you've enjoyed the episode, then please hit the like button. That really helps out the channel. And yeah, anything else you want to say, please do leave a comment down below. I will hopefully be recording another episode straight after this to be going out tomorrow. So I'll see you then, hopefully. Until then, do take care. Bye for now.